من پەیوەندم لە تەلەڤیزۆنی پەروەردەی هەولێر دووبارە هاتمەوە وڵاتان لە بەرنامەیەکی نوێی دیداری تایبەت. میوانی ئەمڕۆمان ڕێکخراوی ئایڤیوای جاپانیە، باس لە ڕۆلی ئایڤیوا دەکەین، چۆن یارمەتی کوردستان دەداتن، وەروە چۆن سەپۆرتی پەروەردە دەکات لە کوردستان. میوانی ئەمڕۆمان مستەر تاکاشیە، لەگەڵی دەبین و پرسیارەکانی لەگەڵ دەکەین، لەگەڵمان بن. It was our pleasure to have you again in our educational program, Mr. Takashi, and thank you for joining us in today's program. To start, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much and welcome to our office. I'm Takashi Saito from IBY Japan, and I'm country representative in IBY Iraq office. As a IBY, we are a Japanese humanitarian organization supporting for education in Kurdistan and Iraq. And so far, for 11 years, IBYs have supported more than 80 schools and 40,000 students in whole Iraq. And yeah, we have many projects in here, and I'm so glad to have this opportunity now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will start with my first question. How would you describe your collaboration with regional education and also our director, Mr. Lukman?
Yeah. Since our project is in education sector in Erbil, we always collaborate with the director of education in Erbil from the assessment period until implementation period. So when we have a project opportunity, we always try to ask their opinion, which school we should support, which activity we should implement. And after getting the approval from director of education in Erbil, when we face some issues, challenges during our project, we always collaborate with them to find a solution for the good implementation. This is our collaboration with Director of Education in Erbil.
Yeah, and also local support, let's say, we can say this.
Yeah.
Can you share some of the key activities you have been involved in with the director?
Yeah. Generally, in IBY, when we support education, we have mainly two components. The one is school construction to create a good environment for students and teachers to run in school building. The other component is providing teachers training for teachers in public school in Erbil to enhance their capacity to conduct the good class.
And what are your plans moving forward? As you know, we are stepping 2025 for the future.
Yeah, first we want to increase the support to the education sector in Erbil because more school needs some rehabilitation, more classroom, more capacity building for teachers. So as a first component, we try to rehabilitate more school in Erbil. And also as a capacity building site, now IBY have introducing Japanese educational methodology in 8 schools in Kurdistan. So we want to expand this activity is whole area in Kurdistan.
For the other schools and also
for other schools and for many teachers.
Cities and also teachers. Yeah, you are right. And especially the Kaizen methodology. Yeah, it's very crucial and important for our schools actually if they follow this methodology.
Yeah, Kaizen methodology is quite important, not only for education but also for all the activity even in our daily life, because Kaizen methodology try to improve like every day, every moment as a continuous effort. So this will be applied even for teachers to improve their skill, even for students to learn more good way.
Of the teaching and studying also.
Yeah,
you're right. What are the key changes you noticed in Kurdistan's education system recently?
Yeah, I think in recently, not only for our activity in general, the more NGOs or like more UN agency, even with cooperation with Ministry of Education, in Director of Education in Erbil, try to expand more activity, especially focusing on the teachers' capacity building. This is, I think, the crucial changes which I noticed here because, like previously, the people more focusing on the material supports, providing teaching material, providing new building. This is quite important, but it's not enough to create a good environment. So now many people try to focus how to create a better quality of education. This is a big change which we can notice like recently. And IBY also aligns with this change and to try to facilitate the first, make it faster. And as I mentioned, IBY tried to introduce Japanese educational methodology here.
Methodology, yeah, you are right. IVY is involved in this change, actually. I'm interested to ask you this question: why is Japan sharing its educational experience with other countries, especially Kurdistan?
Yeah, because now one of the most significant challenges in Kurdistan in terms of quality of education, even still in school, the methodology of lesson is teacher-centralized lesson. That's right. Yeah, this is also quite important. But on the other hand, we need to shift to the student-centered activity. Like students take initiative to run new knowledge, new activity by themselves. Because on the end, after graduating from school, they need to be independent in everything as a one adult here. So in this point in Japan, we have much experience how to make students initiate the class by themselves. For example, student-centered discussion methodology. Like we have a lot of experience that we can share with Kurdistan. Yeah, this is the reason why we try to introduce the parent education methodology here.
The old version, it was just a teacher-centered classroom, as you mentioned, but Japan is following the student-centered classroom more. But as you said, we cannot ignore the teacher-centered classroom. Maybe we can, as Japan did, mixing between these two approaches. It will be more important.
And here, I think teachers start noticing the importance of student-centered methodology. So now it is also good opportunity, good timing for teachers also to run another methodology, because now they get used to the previous methodology. So this is quite important that they need to understand this methodology. But now they can learn. Exactly.
In your opinion, how crucial is teachers' ability in the success of education?
Yeah, always education and learning is a collaboration between students and teachers. So the way of dealing with students from teacher side will highly affect to the students' behavior and emotional. They can sometimes they can encourage students to learn, but on the other hand, sometimes teachers discourage students to learn. So the teachers are key, the factor to improve the academic skill of the student, also their social stability and the social, emotional, their human characteristic. So that is why we focus the teachers' capacity building in our project program.
And also, I think Japan is involving the parents also in the education fields. I know and I have good information about this. Yeah. So as you said, studying is a collaboration between the students and also the teacher, and also parents is involved in this program or process. Now let's talk about training program. Can you tell us about your training program and why it plays such an important role in our education?
Currently, IBY provides two types of training. One is a modern pedagogy, how to deal with the student effectively, how to use the digital devices, how to communicate effectively with student. This is one type of training. The other training is, as I mentioned, Japanese educational methodology, which we focus on student-centered activity and also ethical and moral education for students. So these two trainings, the collaboration makes students understand or studies not only the subject itself, but also their society or social lives and their morality. So these two elements is quite essential for students to be good human beings through the educational procedure.
For the educational procedure, yeah. I think we answered this question, the last question, which is talking about the continued improving of the teachers and also improving their skills, especially the trainings that provided by your organization. As you mentioned, it's consists of the two parts. What is your vision for the future of education in Kurdistan, and what role do you see IVY playing in the future in Kurdistan?
I think one of the biggest challenges which education sector in, let's say, Kurdistan facing is the educational gap between school, between students. There is some good school with digitalizing and whiteboard, good quality with teacher, good building, let's say in the city center. But on the other hand, if we look at the rural area, some students are suffering from lack of teachers. Some students are suffering from destroys the building. This is quite high gap, but the children are almost all the same. They are children in Kurdistan. So we need to provide good quality of education all of the students in Kurdistan, not only Kurdistan, in Iraq or all over the world. Especially, I want to focus the quality of education by teachers. Some teachers are not highly motivated, but I can understand there are some difficulties. That's the reasons why they are not so comfortable to teach. So somehow, from IBY side, we can fix this problem by providing more training and by changing the environment. Yeah, as a conclusion, as I said, I want to fill the gap between rural sites and the city center side, because still some people, also have difficulty to access the education because of the far place and because transportation fees, the many challenges, because they need to work because their family is not enough. So if IBY can support with our funding from the Japanese government to provide this good environment for these people, this will be a good opportunity for Kurdistan to improve the education sector.
Yeah, I think also you talk about the technology. IVY also is working to implement or to train the teachers to use the technology.
Actually, no, we didn't focus the technology as of now, but in the future we want to focus not only using technology, how to use effectively for technology for the education, but for the students. When we built one school, we provide a PC lab for students to get used to using this material.
Yeah, based on my information, I think there's a school in Baghdad. It's open. It's more than 2 or 3 years, if I'm not wrong. And do you have any plan to open same school in Erbil?
Yeah, as an IBY, to open new school, we need a lot of funding. So, we are not thinking about opening new school. But if someone wants to open new school, we are very happy to support this initiative.
It will be very important for us, especially in Erbil. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and insight with us today. We truly appreciate your insights and also your information and the important work that IVY is doing here in Kurdistan and providing these training sections and training programs for our teacher in Kurdistan. And thank you very much for your time and for your efforts to participate in our educational program in educational TV of Hawler. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. I also hope that education in Kurdistan, in Erbil, become more effective and more good, good opportunity, a good environment for everyone to run in this year. And IBY is always open to support, as much as we can. So, I hope we can collaborate in the future in better way.
Build a new generation with a new skill of education. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. ئێستاش هاتینە کۆتایی بەرنامەی دیداری تایبەت تا دیدارێکی تر خواتان لەگەڵ.